Hello everyone, my name is Bukky. Welcome to my channel, your number one place where you learn about personal finance and career. And today I'll be talking about how to create a basic financial plan. Alright, so if you're returning, welcome again. Thank you. This is my clap for you. And if you're a new person, I say you are in for a good role on my channel, because on this channel I share tips on personal finance and career, and I hope you're able to gain something even in this video. And please don't forget to like this video, click on the subscription button, also on the notification button, and drop your comment or just tell me that's what you feel about this particular video. I would be more than happy to respond. Okay, without much ado, let's go and take a deep dive into the topic of today. Like I said, today is about how to create a basic financial plan. And the good thing is you don't have to be a chartered finance person or a chartered accountant before you create your own financial plan. And that's why I'm sharing something very basic, a basic framework that I use, and I hope it helps you as well as you listen to the course of this video. All right, the basic principle or the basic framework is called the ABCDR financial plan framework. Okay, again, ABCDR. A for actuals, B and C for bridges and connectors, and D for desires, and R for reviews. Okay, now let's take a deep dive. What does actuals means? Actuals is that you have to take a look at your current state, right? Look at your current state in terms of your outflows and your inflows. Your outflows here would be your expenses. What are you spending money on? So you have to take a look at that. Sit down and look at how you're spending your money. The second part is that I said your inflows. Look at how money is coming in for you. What are the channels through which money come from? You know, if the only way you are getting money is just one channel, then you want to, expand your horizon, especially as we move into a new year, and see other ways or explore other ways how to get more money through other means. Now, not through crooked means, but I mean a legit means of getting more money. And then I can tell you there's so many ways that you can get more income apart from just one source of income. Okay, so that's the first thing. Also, in your actuals, you want to ask yourself some very deep questions. For example, how is your outflow structured? What are the big chunks in your outflows, in your expenses? What are those big things that's taking money away from you? What are those things that you are mostly spending money on? You want to look at it. You want to sit down, look at your bank account, and look at how it's going out, because in those things it's where you realize if the way you spend money actually speaks to how you want to live life or how you see yourself in the future. So it's a good thing to do. You want to look at those things. You also want to look at, like I said, for example, other ways. What are the ways that money is coming in for you? Is it just one source of income, or are there multiple? And you can also ask yourself, that space where you're already getting source of income, is there a way you can expand that channel? Do you need to gain more skills to be able to command more salary, for example? Or do you need to create another business out of that business you already have to get more customers and more revenue and more income? Those are the questions you want to be asking yourself in the actuals. All right, I hope that's clear. The second thing I said is the bridges and the connectors, but I won't discuss the bridges and the connectors yet, because I think discussing the D is really important for you to be able to build a bridge and connect. All right, so to D. These are your desires, and then those are your financial goals. So you have to sit down and write out, what are your financial goals? They could be for a 1 year term, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20, 30 years, 40 years, as long as you want to live. What are those things that are important you want to achieve financially? However, you also realize that while you are looking at it, while you look at life generally, what we do is about, most of them have financial implications, right? So you want to look at, for example, if you say, okay, I want to build houses. Of course, if you're going to build houses, you have to have some form of payment. You have to be able to pay for it, right? So you know that building houses requires you to be able to commit financially. So that's also a financial goal. Okay, you can say, okay, I want to travel to 30 countries or to 40 countries. Those are financial, whether you like it or not, those are financial goals, because you know what, you require to pay for your flight or charter an airplane to go to those countries if you can afford it, right? So those are some of the things you want to be taking into account. Or you can say, you know what, I want to improve my skills. I want to have a new particular skills. You having that new particular skills means that you have to maybe get a certification or go for some trainings, and those things are going to cost you money. So those are also financial goals, whether you like it or not. So you want to put down those things down. What I'm saying in essence is that when you look at your life goals generally, there are financial implications to those goals, and then put them down and quantify it and include it as your part of your financial goals. Now, before we go further, once you create your Ds, right, you realize that some of those Ds are some things that you can do within a year, right? So separate them. Okay, so you're planning to buy a house in, I don't know, in 3 years, which means that within 1 year you can already start creating a portfolio of investment that will help you to buy the house, or creating a portfolio of savings that will help you buy the house. You want to, improve your skills, you have to do some certifications or some trainings. Yes, you can do it within a year. Put the cost for that 1 year into it. You want to, I don't know, pay off a particular debt of 6,000 for your car loan. Put it down. It's something that you can do within a year if you have the capacity. All right, so bring out those 1 year desires, right, and match them to your actual situation. Okay, that's the next step. And then we'll now look at building the bridges and the connectors. So like I said, we have actuals, bridges, connectors, and desires, and we've already talked about actuals and desires. So the bridges and connectors are the part of the whole process whereby you begin to look at the action plans. And they are action plans because they are things you have to do. If you don't do them, if you don't go through the B's and C's, you cannot get to the D's. Again, if you don't go through the B's and the C's, the bridges and connections or connectors, you cannot get to the D's. It's really important. So you can start thinking of okay, for me to be able to pay off that debt of 6,000, I have to increase my repayment rate, right? Maybe before you're paying $300, you can say, okay, I have to add 200 more into it, which means I now pay 500 every month, and then within 1 year, I've paid up to $6,000. That's it. That's how you build bridges. You create your own bridges and your connectors. Now you can say, okay, I want to do this certification course. I want to do this training to improve a particular skill. Then I need, I don't know, $2,000. Right? Or I need $20,000, and then okay, every month I need to separate so amount towards this personal development, right? And then the final thing you want to do in your bridges and connections is that you want to maybe create a monthly budget for that 1 year, right? But instead of creating just a 1 year budget, start from a month budget, and then those bridges and connectors you have, you impute them into your budget. Let it reflect. Right, then it makes it more concrete. Okay, so that's that. Build your bridges and connectors, and then create a budget. And then the next thing is now we move into the reviews. Set a time every month to review the budget. I said include your bridges and connectors into your monthly budget, right? So when you've done that, when you do your review every month, you could see, okay, how close am I to my desires? Because your reviews would help you to track your growth, your progress. And then while you're doing this, also, you can then celebrate, okay, yes, I'm getting closer, and then you're happy. You are tracking it, you are seeing the progress you're making. And that is why it is important you have to do a review. And that is the last part of that framework, the actual bridges, connectors, desires, and review framework of financial planning. I hope that is very simple for you and it's very clear. If there's any question you have regarding this, do not hesitate. Just drop them in the comment section. I will pick them up and I will reply you as usual. And do not forget, don't go away. Stay around on my channel. There are so many other videos that you can see that would help you as you move towards creating a financial freedom for yourself. Because you know what? Every company out there, or most wealthy people out there that you admire, all of them do have a financial plan at some point in their life. And so if the successful people that you're looking at, you're inspired by, are doing it, why not you? do it. It's for your good. Okay guys, so I hope you're able to learn one or two things from now, and I'll see you again in the next video. Bye bye.